I've always wanted this. Every time I see one that I even think is remotely cute, I've always thought, those are too damn expensive. Not anymore. We're gonna make a coat rack that is very similar to the coat rack that you can purchase for $119.99 at the Kirklands. Remember my Jeffree Star mystery box unboxing video? I got some duplicate items, and also I got some things that I didn't need to hang on to. I thought it would be better to share the wealth of those mystery boxes with you guys. We are doing another This Is Real Life giveaway. Hello everyone, and welcome back to This Is Real Life. I'm your host, Sheri, and today we are back in the garage, and I am super excited. It is like the first nice day we've had in a long time. I like it because I can be out in the garage and we can DIY something pretty cute. And speaking of something pretty cute, what's that you say? Why, yes, I am wearing my own merch. I can't help it. It's totally cute. I love it so much. This is now my new official working on DIY shirts. You know how I'm always in those ratty ass t-shirts with like the paints and the rips and the whatever? Well, I'm hoping this one doesn't get super gross, but it's gonna probably get super gross because I'm gonna wear it all the time. It's not like burning hot summer, so I do have a long sleeve t-shirt underneath my short sleeve t-shirt, but I love it. And if you love it, we actually have more designs, and I will link where you can get your very own This Is Real Life t-shirt below. So enough of that. Let's get to what we're doing today. You know how I said 2020 is our year to get done all the shit that we've been putting off and we didn't do in 2019? I would like to say that this project is contributing to that goal, but technically it's really not. However, it kind of is. I'm gonna shoehorn it in. It's a fun project. It is going to help us with our organization. It is also a we can make that. You know how much I love those we can make that's. Now, you know, I can't get enough of the damn Kirklands. I've always wanted this. Every time I see one that I even think is remotely cute, I've always thought, those are too damn expensive. Not anymore. We're gonna make a coat rack that is very similar to the coat rack that you can purchase for $119.99 at the Kirklands. This is the coat rack. It's hails a cute, and it has a little bucket for your umbrellas. I love it. But what I didn't love about it is it's $119.99. They have other coat racks too that are like just all metal, but I don't know how to weld. I really do want to learn how to weld, but I don't know how to weld right now. So we can't make an all metal coat rack. So we're gonna make this one. And I broke it down, and it's gonna be pretty easy and very cost effective. Maintain your entryway's modern minimalist style while having plenty of space for coats and hats with our cream wood and dark gray metal coat rack. It's the perfect storage solution for any tight space. See? 2020 goals. They're happening with this coat rack. So guess what? I got everything. It was really easy, kind of really easy to find everything minus this one thing, which I'll tell you. Here we have our shit. I found this bucket, which I love. While it's not square, I couldn't find a square one. Theirs is very like square base, square bucket, square pole. I couldn't find a square one that I liked enough. I don't really actually think I found a square one. This was the most difficult thing to find, but I love this, and I love the way it's green weathered. It was $12.99 at the Tuesday morning. Whether or not I'm gonna keep it this color, that is still to be determined. You wanna know the most expensive things? The stupid hooks. And I couldn't find hooks that were as ginormous as the ones that are shown on the Kirkland's coat rack. But I did find these lovely numbers at, I wanna say the Lowe's, $5.38. For 4, I spent 21 bucks. I feel like I could have found these cheaper, probably on the Amazons, to be quite honest, but I didn't, and I like these styles. Then I got these finials for the top of our coat rack. These were really super cheap. I don't need two, but they came in a 2-pack, and it was $3 for 2 of them. I got these little L brackets to secure our pole into our bucket once we have it all in there. $3. 38, 39, we're at 40 bucks. And then for our actual like pole, they call it 2x2, $3. $43 for everything. And maybe a coat of paint or a coat of stain, we don't know. $43, that's less than half the price of what Kirkland is trying to sell us that coat rack for. I'm starting pretty late in the afternoon, and I bet you, maybe aside from paint, we can knock this out in a couple of hours. Let's get to it. Okay, so I just have this little piece of wood here as like a table so I can set stuff on, because really the only wood that we need to cut is our 2x2. Kirkland says that their entire coat rack measures 70 inches tall. That's including the finial that's on top, as well as it looks like there's a base of maybe about 2 inches. Our finial is 4 inches, and if the base is 2 inches, let's just deduct 5 inches because my base might be only an inch thick from what I'm looking at spare wood wise. Instead of 70 inches for our pole, we're gonna make our pole 65 inches long. And then when all is said and done with our finial and our base and all that good stuff, we should be right around 70 inches. And I just got out my jigsaw because it's literally a 2x2 piece of board that we're just gonna go real quick. 70 inches, I have no pen, hold on. Where's the pen that I use for everything? Here it is right here. So let's mark our board at 70, boom. Now we're just gonna hack that off, then we can build it. Do you see how easy this is gonna be? Kirkland, like this is crazy. $119 for something that literally cost us $40 for the supplies and like an hour of our time. I mean, that's me wishful thinking an hour. Who knows what is gonna happen when we get into it. So our board is marked and we are ready to saw. You know the jigsaw, love her so much. It's gonna be so fast. Okay, jigsaw, ready and raring to go. And here we go, we're just gonna cut straight. Done. Okay, let's assemble this bitch. Okay, I kind of lied. We can't just move right into assembly first. We need to cut our base. So our umbrella bucket goes onto a base. Our pole goes into our umbrella bucket, and you know, we screw in from the bottom of the base. If you get an umbrella bucket that is square, obviously you'll make a square base. I got one that's round, so I'm gonna make a round base. The Kirkland's one, the base comes off about an inch all the way around from their base. And, ooh, yeah, I can get 2. So I'm gonna cut out 2 circles, and then I'm gonna stack them on top of each other and glue them together so they're a little bit thicker. This is a 1/2 inch, so 2 of them together will be 1 inch, about that thick. That's fine by me. So I'm gonna cut out 2 circles that are exactly the same, hopefully, and then stack them on top of each other. I'm gonna trace my actual buckets. I'm gonna trace the actual size, and then I'm gonna measure out 1 inch all around and then cut another one exactly the same. So I'm just gonna mark every so often 1 inch, and then we'll cut out our circle. So I'm gonna just connect those. I wish I had a circle that was this big. Maybe I do, like a plate, so that I can make sure my circle's perfectamundo. Let me go see if I have something that's exactly this big so I can trace a pretty circle. Okay, I'm in luck. I found something, and you're gonna laugh. I did find something that was exactly that big, and it is my Devo hat from when we went to a party as the band Devo. I made these out of plastic pot holder bases. So I ripped this one off and I ripped this one off, and this size right here is exactly the size I need. So we're gonna go ahead and get that nice and centered, and we're gonna trace that. Yay! Make a dark hard line so I know which line I'm doing. Okay, let's cut. Have our jigsaw, we're gonna cut circle number 1, then we're gonna cut circle number 2, and then we're gonna wood glue them together. Done. I'm telling you, there is no other tool in the world that will cut you a circle like a jigsaw. A jigsaw's fucking amazing. I love everything about it. Let's cut circle number 2. Okay, circles 1 and 2 are cut. We'll probably have to sand them, you know, just to make them super even. But for now, we are going to open our Tite Bond wood glue if we can and wood glue them together. Oh, yes. Generous amounts of wood glue here. Let's wood glue these together. Perfect. I think we're as matched up all around as we can be. And now we can get to building. Here is the next step in our assembly process. We have our base that we need to find the dead center of. We have our umbrella bucket that we need to find the dead center of. And then we have our 2x2 piece of wood that we need to find the center of. And then we're gonna drill a hole in each one so that we can hook them all together. I don't really know how to find the center of a circle any other way than just measure it all around and put a dot where the center is. This circle happens to, thankfully, be 8 inches wide. I'm gonna put a dot at the 4, and then I'm gonna turn my ruler and put a dot at the 4. And then I'm just gonna keep doing that until I know where the center is. I know there's probably an easier way. Okay, so all my dots are pretty much off. Well, let's do this. This is my next plan. I'm gonna eyeball it. I'm just gonna eyeball all around. Boom. That's an inch. That's an inch. Like that. To me, that looks like the bucket is centered on our base. I'm gonna draw a circle. Somewhere around here is center. We'll drill a hole and then we'll see. I have the screw that is gonna go up through my base, up through my bucket, and up through there. We're pre-drilling, everyone. Easy peasy. I'm getting right overhead and I'm saying, look center to me. Perfect. Oh, hell yeah, that's center. My eyeballs are perfect. Now we just need to do the same to this and this. Again, I'm eyeballing, dude. 3 right about there, so I know where to like target. I don't know what kind of drill bits these are, and this is metal. They do make certain drill bits for metal versus wood versus whatever. These are gold. I don't know what that means, but this is thin. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, like butter. Hello. Perfect. Our last center is this guy. And this is easy because it's square. And this is my cut edge. I'm putting that inside the bucket and leaving the finished edge for the top for the finial. 3/4. There's the center there. Okay, next step. Okay, we are literally flying through this. You would want to think that your next step would be drilling the bucket to the base and this inside. But no, don't do that. What we first need to do is put our little elbow L brackets on our post. The bucket is too little for any sort of hand or drill to get inside. And so we're just gonna go like this. Drill, 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 drill. I'm just making sure that the bottom of the L is flush with the bottom of my wood. Screw that puppy in. Now I just do that on the other 3 sides. Easy. So now we have our base, we have our bucket, and we have our post that's gonna go in this inside. From the bottom up, this screw is gonna go through all 3 things. I'm gonna go into here and here a little bit first to get it started, and then I'm gonna lay this down and then we'll be able to do that. That's the way it's gonna go. Voila. Now, there we go. So now, this might be a little difficult by myself. I want to try to line this with that screw. Looking at it, I feel like we're centered. We're gonna screw it in. We're gonna see what happens. Did that even go in? I think I need a longer screw. I definitely need a longer screw. But look, I mean, oh, that screw's not holding like I need it to. I need a longer screw. So, let me find one. I found one. It is hails along. But here's the funny thing. Like when I lift it, everything's holding together. I just feel like this maybe is only like this much screw in it. Even though I have the L brackets in there that I can screw down into it, I do want the screw to be more in this board. So I'm gonna unscrew this, re-screw that, and then we'll do the L brackets. Hey guys, sorry for the interruption, but this is super important and you are not going to want to miss it. Remember my Jeffree Star mystery box unboxing video? In that video, you guys know I got some duplicate items and also I got some things that I didn't need to hang on to. I thought it would be better to share the wealth of those mystery boxes with you guys. We are doing another This Is Real Life giveaway. I know, you're super excited for it. It's gonna be super easy to win. And we have count them, three prizes we are giving away in this contest. Number one lucky winner is going to receive the Blue Blood palette. This is an amazing, amazing palette. I happen to already own it. It is untouched, just like this one. So that is prize number one. You can also win the Brain Freeze highlighter palette together with the lip ammunition in the color Snow Cone. Both of these, brand new, untouched. I did not swatch them. Ooh, ah. And then the highlighters. Ooh, the lip ammunition. It's cool. I think it'd be a nice lip topper. It's this color right here. That is prize number two. And for our third and final prize, the Jeffree Star iconic pink star mirror together with the gloss soft core sparkle and a velour liquid lip in the color Blow Pony. Both of these are a lavenderish color. This is Blow Pony soft core sparkle. Those are the prizes. 3 prizes in this giveaway to 3 lucky winners. And what do you have to do to enter? It's not hard. 1, be subscribed to the channel. 2, go back to that Jeffree Star Valentine's Day mystery box unboxing and like that video. And 3, put a comment on that Jeffree Star Valentine's Day mystery box unboxing video. I will take all of the comments just as I did before in our last contest. I'll put everybody who's commented in a big old bowl and then we'll draw names. 3 names for 3 lucky winners. I'll link the Jeffree Star unboxing video below. Subscribe to the channel, like that video, leave that comment. Do all of that by Saturday, March 7th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. At 9:02, I'm going to gather everybody's name, put it in a bucket, and draw 3 winners. We will announce those winners in a special video upload on Monday, March 9th. So good luck, everyone. It's a Jeffree Star giveaway bonanza. And now back to your regularly scheduled programming. So, just so you know where I originally started and where I ended up, this is the difference in the size of the screw that I ended up using. And you can see, look it, it's so cute. Let me pull it back a little more. I mean, we're secure, but we'll even be more secure when we get those L brackets screwed in. But check it. In the inside, we've got our L brackets that we just need to screw. And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to hand screw them down in there. That's the only way. You see the L brackets in there? And then this should be super secure. I do have my level, so I'm gonna screw like one side in, level, screw the other. Make sure this is just really straight up and down. And then we just need to put our finial on and our hooks and then decide what the hell we're gonna paint it. And then we'll be done. Hand screwing in sucks. Can you say bloody knuckles? That is such a tight spot in there. I mean, it wasn't hard, it was just like clipped my knuckle every time I made a turn. But look at how sturdy that is. Very, very pleased with the sturdiness of it. Now, the only thing that the Kirkland's one had is they had, which I do feel for extra sturdiness, these 2 pieces of metal, which acted as more stability for this, as well as like a divider for the umbrellas. I just can't figure out what they used. Tomorrow, maybe after the grocery store, I'll see if I can find one. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna put in the hangers, the actual coat hangers, and then our finial on top. I'm almost thinking I'm gonna leave the bucket the way it is and then maybe stain everything a nice brown. I mean, I could go black with everything, but I don't think I like that. I think I'm gonna go brown, quite possibly spray these. I don't know. Maybe we should do these last once we decide what color, so we're not unscrewing and screwing. But let's get the finial on. How about that? I might need to get something to stand on, or maybe I can just lean this. Let's just lean this. The finial just has like a screw tip end. I mean, it might be beneficial to pre-drill this, so we don't have to like force things as hard. Let's just put a little tiny bit of pre-drill. I'm eyeballing it. Perfect. At least that'll just make it so we don't have to push as hard. Now let's put our finial on. Easy, easy. Hopefully we're centered. We're centered, dude. Because why? We're perfect and everything we do is money. That's why. Look at how cute our little finial. So we just have to imagine, boom, on all four sides, coats, purses, whatnot, umbrellas, even though it's completely after rainy season. But we don't care. Next rainy season, put your wet ass umbrella right here, not a drip out on my floor. I'm gonna mull over what I'm gonna do. Oh, I also have to sand the bottom of this. Let me think about it. Okay, it's officially day 2. Did it need to be a 2-day project? No, it didn't need to be a 2-day project. The reason it's a 2-day project, I'm so damn indecisive. I stood here after we got to this point thinking about how I wanted to paint this thing. Clearly, I didn't make a decision. The problem was, I love the bucket. I love the look of the galvanized, weathered, whatever the hell's going on here bucket. So I thought, okay, I want to keep that bucket. So then I found the ever popular deck stain. And I was like, okay, I'll make all the wood the brown deck stain. Well, then I had black hooks. And I was like, well, I don't want a galvanized bucket and black hooks and brown wood. Like, what? Then I contemplated painting the whole thing black and just foregoing the look that I loved of the bucket. So you want to know what I ended up doing? I went back to the GD Lowe's. I exchanged the black coat rack hooks for silver. I figured it'd be easier to try to match the paint in the look of the bucket if the hooks were silver. I already have some like hammered metal, spray paint, galvanized stuff, as you know, because we made those faux galvanized buckets. So I had that. So then I bought green satin Italian olive. Now that I'm looking at the bucket, this looks a little dark, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna stain all the wood brown, and then we're gonna do some faux painting. You could save yourself a lot of trouble and find a silver bucket or a black bucket, and that way you just have to go buy hooks and boom, the metals match. But no, I couldn't do that. I found a really weathered, rusted looking galvanized bucket that there's no hook in the world that matches that. So I'm gonna have to make that look myself. First objective is I'm going to sand the base so it's nice and round and smooth, and then I'm going to get a coat of the old deck stain on all the wood, and then we will start faux painting, and we will see how that turns out. I'm going to make it fast. I mean, this thing is pretty much damn done. We would have been hanging our coats on it this morning, but I just couldn't figure out what I wanted to paint it like. Okay, so the staining is done. I have everything laid out for the faux painting. Do I have a plan? No. It's gonna be one of those little artisanal, use your own judgment. The goal is, I'm trying to get these pieces, this silver hook and this copper, whatever the fuck this is, to look like this bucket. I have some of the galvanized hammered metal spray paint. I have some green spray paint, and I have some really old yellow paint and camel colored paint. I don't know. We're gonna faux paint it. We're gonna see what the hell happens. The faux painting is done. My hands are a shit show and I've washed them twice. I put a clear coat. You will not be able to really tell, but I think it's pretty good. Is it identical? No. From a distance, it looks pretty much the same. So I'm pretty happy. I did spray a clear coat. They're probably gonna take hours to dry because what did I do? It was a hodgepodge of a bunch of shit. First, I hit the silver coat hangers with some silver hammered Rust-Oleum paint, just because I wanted to get that galvanized texture, I guess. Mind you, I didn't let any of this shit dry. I just was going and going. Wet layer over wet layer over wet layer over wet layer. Then I was looking at this bucket and I was like, gosh, why do I feel like I see hints of like blue? Thankfully, I had some turquoise and some blue. And so I put the lids off and I just went right over the top of my hammered silver. Then I sprayed it with some green. Then I got weird yellowy. It's so fucking old. I've never seen paint do this before. It's disgusting. There is a layer of I don't know what. And I was like, well, shit. I stuck a screwdriver through the thick ass layer of shit until I got down to some paint. And then I scooped my screw. It's like, you gotta do what you gotta do. I wiped my screwdriver on this towel and got yellow paint on this towel. And then I rubbed this towel over the top of all the shit I had already put on there. Now that's too yellow. So basically then I repeated the process. Faux painting is no science. You just gotta mix and mush and do whatever you think. I just kept holding them up to that going, kinda. And then I took a brush and then I kinda speckled some yellow paint. And then when all that was said and done, I took my wet stain rag and I wiped them down with the brown stain. And that's when I was like, ooh, these look real good. After that, I kind of let them dry for a split second and then I moved them over to the sun. And then when I moved them over to the sun, I felt like they looked a little bit dark. So then I just took a little hit of my hammered metal silver and from a very far distance, I just went like this. And then I sprayed them with a clear coat and now they're over there trying to dry. I'm actually pretty happy with the way these little weird copper pipe holder situations helped sturdy this up. I feel like this is way sturdy now. I took off the part that I guess holds the pipe and then I just stuck these in here and they were very bendable with my hands. And so I just bent them with my hands and I just screwed one into each side of the base. The bend that I made is like right even with the bucket. I didn't screw it, I didn't do anything. They're just in there kind of snug and it's working out real good. And I think it looks actually pretty cute. I really dig it. And now it's like umbrella slot, umbrella slot, umbrella slot, umbrella slot. Nobody confuse your umbrella because it's in its own slot. So as soon as I feel those are dry enough, I'm just gonna boop, 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 boop. And I can't decide one like right here, one like right here, you know, have them a little uneven, which I think might be cute. You know, kid coat, tall guy coat. I think I'm gonna do that, but those have to dry. So I can't do anything right now. Next time you see it, those will be up and this will be in my house. So I rushed the drying time on the hooks and decided to screw them in, even though they're still a little tacky. I brought it into the house and it looks so fucking cute. You guys are going to die. Dun, 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 dun. Let's back up so you get the full magnitude. Oh my gosh, I have to back up really far. There it is. Oh, welcome. Please hang your coat, put your umbrella, put your purse right there. It is so freaking cute. I love it. And it really was only 40 bucks. Let's take a gander. Now you can see the patina and then let's move our way up to our actual hangers. I mean, they are a little bit darker, but from a distance, that's the same metal. How did you find coat hangers that were exactly the same patina as that rusted galvanized bucket? Because I'm amazing. That's how. So yeah, just me sitting on the floor with my new coat rack that was inspired by Kirkland's. Dare I say, once again, ours turned out better and was less than half the price. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. And it really didn't take that long at all. I probably could have been done in 4 hours had I just been snappy about picking what I was gonna paint it. And today, the thing that took the longest was faux painting those damn hooks, which, please dry, is all I'm saying. There's like more than 8 layers of paint on those damn hooks. Our coat rack turned out amazing. Now, when we have people over, they have somewhere to place their coats and they don't have to traipse all the way down the hall, go into your spare bedroom, throw their coats and purses on the spare bed, because right when they walk in the door, voila, you have a beautiful coat rack that you made yourself. Yeah, it's so easy. That Kirkland's, man. It's just funny when you start looking at things and how much those things cost. I've DIY lectured a million times. You see something you like and you break it down, like this coat rack, for example. A wooden base, a bucket, a pole, and some hooks. It was made up of 4 things. They wanted $119 for it. It's ridiculous to me. It is ridiculous to me, especially with how professional we are. At this point, is there anything that we can't make? I don't think so. I think we're amazing. You know, we're perfect and everything we do is money. This is another example. And Kirkland, again, I'm sorry to pick on you. This is like the 3rd time, but your shit's real cute, but it's really overpriced. That's all I'm saying. Because you know what? We can make that. And we can make that for less. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Be sure to ring that notification bell, because if you do, DIY Wednesdays, every other Wednesday at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. Be sure to share this video with your family and friends. And as always, thanks for hanging out.